friends, let's close out this budget for the month of December. So we had a total of $267 that rolled over, which means our total income was $2,292 for this half of the month. Now, our expenses, pretty much the same. We don't really have too many bills. So I have my Education Association dues, which we came in under on. We have loan number 3, which was for the same amount that it always is. And then loan number 4, this is actually my student loan. And so we did get approved for the new income-driven repayment. So I ended up not having to pay anything, so that whole $100 was left over. And what I think we're going to do is add that to our debt. Let's see. Sling was the same. Apple Care was the same. Our water bill, we had a few extra dollars there. And then our phone bill, which came in under what was expected for it. All right, so then that left us with $126.95 in the bank from bills. Let's see, variable expenses. Grocery-wise, we did spend all of the money for groceries. Gas is another one where we really came in under, guys, and so we had $149 left, and that's because we ended up not having to make our last visit because my husband's doctor was out of town, and so she did a video visit, and so we did not have to spend money making that extra trip this month. And then I want to say there was another appointment that was cut out of there. But self-care we spent all of, spending we spent all of. We had $2 left over for our dog. Sundries, dining out, of course, all spent. And then stocking stuffers, we had $70 that had rolled over to this part of the month, and we ended up spending $62, so I put that $8 back in Christmas already. And then we ended up with $159 left there. So total expenses came to $1,706.05. The difference was $585.95. And so let's take a look at that a little bit more closely. We plan to add $300 to savings this half of the month. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. So what was I saying? I was talking about savings. So we had budgeted for $300 to add to our savings, which is what all of this writing is here, what went where. And then so the leftover from bills and the leftover from variable expending came to $285. So that's where that $585.95 total comes from. That we get to add total to savings, which that is fantastic. I don't think we have ever added that much to savings during the month of Christmas. So I'm just excited about that. So I will have to stuff that $285, and that'll be coming later. But I do have it set aside so that we can do it. Let's see. So then let's take a look at our actual goals for the month. So our goals, we only have 3. Remember, my whole focus this year was to simplify. So I tried to keep everything very simple. So we did start our CD letter, which I said in the last video. We did that at the beginning of the month. As far as staying in budget for the holidays and birthdays and all that stuff, we did stay in budget for birthdays. I actually had money to put back in the envelope after we celebrated our son's 15th birthday. And then, let's see, I have set my 2024 goals. Christmas grocery-wise, I made myself a note here. I set aside $200 for groceries for extra for Christmas. We spent $176, so we had $24 remaining, and I actually added that to our regular grocery budget, so we spent that too. But we did stay within budget, so all 3 goals were met. So you all, that brings us to a total leftover of 0, and we are ready to start the new year. All right, guys, so then to finish up, we're going to go ahead and stuff my wallet for the first half of January 2024, which I can't even believe it saying it. Okay, so let me get rid of that. And bring out the wallet. Okay, so we have budgeted for $817 to be used for variable spending for the first half of the month. And let's start with groceries. Actually, let's start with some money. No. Let me scoot everything over. Okay. Lots of 5s. I don't know what I did there. I think I had planned for something a little different, but that's okay. We will work with it. All right. And the 100s. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Let me scoot up some. All right, so for groceries, we are adding 300 like usual. So that'll be these 200s and 250s. All right, dining out is going to get 25. So let's see. All right, so there's our dining out, our 25 there. Sorry guys, my dog, if he hears anything, he is right to the window. Okay, spending is also going to get, well, usually spending gets 20, but it's actually going to get 30. We've already spent part of what we allotted for this envelope this month. So let's see. So there's my 30 for spending. Okay, self-care is going to get 80. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80 for that one. Our dog gets 65. So let's do, so there's that. Sundries is also going to get 60, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is 60. So all those 5s ended up going into sundries, but that's okay. And I have an extra envelope for when we're doing things like when I pull things for other challenges. For example, we'll be going to get our New Year's things, food, and any other fun that we want to do for the holiday. So that is what will be going in there. And then bank is anything that I need to take back, which is nothing right now. So you all, that is it. And we are all set to go for January. Happy New Year, friends.